and lift off. We are currently on our first test drive of my, what is this called? My rough rescue gear. It's the pet travel harness. And I am a victim of Instagram ads because that's where I found out about this. I'd like to take Minky and Momo hiking, but I have to be prepared to carry both of them. And so that's why when I saw this, I thought, okay, maybe the fact that it's like a harnessy thing like this it'll make it easier to walk with Minky because he's my big boy. Just to catch y'all up a little bit, I went back to Colleen to my parents because I'm in between leases right now, and I was there for about a week until I went off to Colorado to volunteer at TransRockies. We can do a better recap than that. So back in June, I moved out of my apartment in Addison at the end of my lease and moved all my stuff into storage. Why? Because I wanted to spend a month in New Orleans. Who wouldn't? Well, actually, I went to see if I could see myself living there permanently. And what I realized was that I am truly a Texan at heart. So back to Texas I went, and a week after my return, I hopped on a plane to Colorado to volunteer for a race I thought I might want to do next year. And that brings us to the following clips. Enjoy! This is a single tent. Welcome to my crib. We have a tarp, sleeping pad, sleeping bag, and then all my luggage. And then outside here we have my shoes, and then we have my bandana to mark my tent. I'm already cold. I have my winter pants on already because I'm chilly, so I'm gonna be cold throughout this whole time here. Those are the porta potties. I will be working here where the luggage is, and I think this is the food. This is where we eat our food, and I think that is the retail tent, and then maybe these are the sponsors tent. That's where the crew and volunteers are camping, and starting on Monday, that's where also the racers will camp. This is our background. I love mountains. Oh, that's a cool flag. Everyone marks their tent so they can figure out how to get there. I think, nope, mine is over here. So there's the lake or pond, I don't know. And then that's where there's a bunch of dogs over there, and then that's where we had our pizza. Today is just a get settled in day, and tomorrow's when all the meetings start to get us prepared and to check in people. I forgot to share where the showers are. My throat is sore. Toilets and showers. They said to limit your shower sessions to 4 minutes, because then if you don't, then they'd have to close down the showers, and it would take, I think they said, another 4 hours before it could be reused. So there's no water, and the guy who's across from me, so I have said that I have toothbrush in my mouth. Toothpaste in my mouth, so sorry about that. He said that they turned it off early to work out some kinks, so I'm dry brushing, and then I'm using a wet wipe to wash my face. So I'm now realizing that I should have bought a light instead of relying on my phone to be my flashlight. That was a miss for me on this trip. Good night. Bye. Do you see that daddy long leg? Oh my gosh. Oh. I think I see a mosquito. I think I see a mosquito inside my tent. Welcome to camping. It's a little after 6. It is super chilly. I think it's like 50 degrees or something. I didn't know we get bugs at 50 degrees. Anyway, so I'm gonna just put on some clothes and then hang out in my tent and then just wait until breakfast time and then leave, because I can't do anything without, I'm not washing my face with water bottle water. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Okay, bye. Wow, I love mountains so much. They're so cool looking. This is pretty cool. So anyone who bought a shirt in the retail tent could get a free decal heat transferred onto their shirt. This is where everyone gets to charge their things. I don't think anything has ever blown up, so that's pretty cool. And that one's mine. And this is what it looks like during the middle of the day. Wow, that's so pretty.
Do you want them in an order, or what do you?
This is the start of the race. These are the fast ones.
Overtake him. He's beating you. He's beating you.
Wow. Woo! This is an upgrade, ladies. We've been upgraded. I think the thing that really sealed the deal for me was running the stage 4 race. Up until the day before, the night before actually, I wasn't going to do it because I didn't train and I didn't have a hydration vest. I didn't have any of the required gear. Like, people would ask every day, because a lot of the volunteers do run stage 4 because they're not working on that day. And so when I was talking about it, one of the volunteers, she was like, I'll walk you through everything. I have extras if you need it. And then the volunteer lead husbands, he lent me his hydration vest. And so I was like, well, I mean, at the very least, I could just hike it. I can walk 14, 15 miles, I think, I hope. And day of, it was so amazing. So amazing. We're back with the part 2 of my experience volunteering at TransRockies, and as a quick recap, on day 1, we volunteered. Day 2, we volunteered. Day 3, we volunteered. On day 4, I woke up to this, and then I got ready for the stage 4 race. I decided to run this race at the very last minute, so I went over to the Goo booth to grab some tips, some snacks, some more snacks, and sunblock. Here I am at the start line for Dawn Patrol, aka the early starters, and I am excited. Throughout the 14.5 miles I hiked up and down a mountain, I stopped to pose for the camera, meet some of our course cheerleaders, and made it to checkpoint 1. Then I took a selfie with an influencer in the background, shout out to Jeffrey Binney, met a dog along the way, power hiked through a freezing cold creek, drank from an udder and found out that it wasn't Gatorade, and crossed the finish line after 6 hours and 30 minutes. By the end of that trip, I had already decided for sure, 100%, that this girl who doesn't run, is going to run that 6-day stage race. 6-day stage race. Okay, and we're home again. Bye.